Okay, so we are recording. We're live. Well, I'm live for right now. By the time you see this, I might not be. I don't know. You want treats, Lily? You got a whole new box of treats here. Multiply the joy. See, that's what they're selling. They say, yeah, these are dog treats, but we're selling joy. Don't you love your dog? Don't you want them to be joyful? By the way, it's August 3rd, 2024. Packaging is one of my pet peeves. I have some theories about how the 20th century has gotten us into such stupid stuff. But part of it is I'm convinced they don't check the quality of their product. Excuse me. Hmm. So, this last recording, I tried to upload the last, what, the last recording. ERD points, 10 points for that. And I've done my part, and YouTube won't enable the next button, so it doesn't like something, and they're not telling me what that is. I really don't think it's that I've uploaded too many videos in the last 24 hours or whatever their rule is. Um, that's the thing about not participating in the big platforms. They own you when you become a user. They own you as much as they can, and they set the rules. But they don't own me. They don't own you. And with Web3, less and less will users tolerate it. And we don't need to. We don't need the big monopolies. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Uli. Okay, so he's too far away. So I don't know what's up with YouTube. We'll let them run for a little while and see if they get their mind right. Um, I've reviewed the form and I don't see any complaints or anywhere that it isn't like I've done 100 times before. I guess quite literally, because when IT cleared this laptop for more recordings, I think the file number was like 87 or something. So, yeah, I'm making a lot of these recordings, and actually, very few are you seeing. But it's still raw material for the future. So, good news. Maybe our IT people and my multimedia people will start running this channel for me. So, I was talking about internships. That's a wonderful way. Really, my value proposition for a worker or a partner for a solopreneur that's coming out of their shell. Um, Maybe you will. I'm jackpotting Uli with dog treats. Uh, Maybe you. What about you? What do you love to do? Certainly, I'm talking to a lot of people that like to do marketing and branding. And there's one guy I met on Alignable, and you know who you are if you're hearing this. Uh, I would like he made a comment that for $7 a day he can be getting your brand out there. And I'd like to hire him because that comes to about like $30 a month, and $30 a month is the kind of budget I can tolerate. And it doesn't need to be anything. I just want to have him. Ideally, I'd like them to select it, but I like this cute little rainbow with a heart on the cheek unicorn that I've been using lately. But just have them put out there. My only specifications are something that we might use as a unicorn logo and a Unicorn Mint LLC, and under it we sell entertainment. And that's all for $30 a month. I'm willing for him to just put it out there. Okay. Doesn't need to be anything more. No, I don't have a home page yet. No, I don't have whatever you expect. A link. Just put the branding out there. And I keep thinking, come back to, you remember the movie Ghostbusters? Yeah, I remember my wife and I were, well, we used to do yard sales, rummage sales, thrift stores. And there used to be, like in Everett, in the, is it a drive-in movie theater? Something like a drive-in movie theater. Anyhow, they would have these, I don't know what to call, I can't remember what to call them, but people rent a booth, set up their table, set up their stuff, and sell and buy and sell and make contacts and stuff. That was for we're talking about back around 1984 or so, right? So that was social media in those days, I guess. Um, but yeah, it was a drive-in because that's what I'm talking about in the main building where you buy your popcorn and stuff like that, right? There was this poster, this black poster, and all it had no verbiage on it, no words or anything, and all it had was the the circle crossed out not symbol and a cartoony ghost, kind of coming out from behind it and looking through it. And that's all it was. See, that was the start of Ghostbusters marketing. They just wanted to get people. It's a was it. They issued a was it. And the purpose of that is for people. "Well, I wonder what that's about. What the heck is that? That looks like it might be fun, but or maybe it did. No, no, it didn't even say Ghostbusters. It just had the symbol there that they branded Ghostbusters with, and so it was a brand. That's what I'm talking about, right? All I care about this guy doing, maybe somebody else if he doesn't come to me and remind me that that's what he does. Just see, I work reactively. If I've got to go out and do it, I'm not going to follow up and follow through. So there's no sense in my even wasting my time on it. So I guess we could use a brand project manager here, but rather because we're project and team oriented, maybe project manager should either be capable of handling a certain modicum of branding or know somebody, well, yeah, okay, or know somebody else in the company that's what they love to do and they're very good at it, and so the project manager might invite them to the team and say, we're working on this project, we're making Prime Comics number 6, and we'd like you to handle the branding side of it. Go, 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 right? But I'm expected that our humans are going to co-pilot with machines, and they're certainly welcome to outsource if they've got the budget, or they come to the budget committee if there is such a thing. I guess that's everything is me right now. Okay, right? Until working partners and say, yeah, I want $1 million within 2 years, and I want to live a millionaire quality of life for the rest of my life. See, that's my value proposition. And you can do, and ideally you can do it doing what you love and are passionate about, or at least that you care about. You at least care enough about the project, about the company, that you're willing to do the work. Now, Unicorn Mint newsletter number 3, I'm starting to work on. And what it's being populated with initially is YouTube links. There's like half a dozen of them or so. Yes. Well, what's Web3? Why should I care? $1 million in two years. Well, if you want $1 million in 2 years, you need to listen. You need to be willing to learn, and you need to be exposing yourself to this stuff. Because see, my brand of entrepreneurism, when I am interested in something, I go deep to expert level, and I go broad looking for other opportunities, or how, whatever. I don't need to explain it to you. Point is, you need to be willing to learn. You need to be willing to be steeped in this stuff. 2024, now's the time to strike. How badly do you want $1 million? If you want $1 million, you need to join me in eating, living, and breathing this stuff. Being right on top of the markets, looking at the so-called competition, or rather, what other entrepreneurs are doing in the market. All of us need to be spending most of our time exposing to this stuff and bringing it back to the team, because there's a lot of stuff being done in the markets, and they're not as comprehensive as we are. Maybe they're just trying to do a Web3, a DApp game. And monetization, funding wise, there's a huge amount of things. Because a lot of platforms are paying people to develop apps on their platform, maybe like a $4,000 grant or something. Because if they don't get those killer apps, so to speak, us entrepreneurs call it, um, they're going to fail. They're going to fail. So right now, the vendors will actually pay us to develop on their platform. A lot of opportunity here. Um, Airdrops is another big area we need to understand through and through. Um, we can succor our customers by giving them airdrops. We can make a lot of money by getting into projects that promise airdrops, or doing airdrops. It's a way a Web3 company rewards their participants. Yeah, that's enough about that. I'm going to take a break and decide. So internships, anything you don't have experience in, and you would like to do it for Unicorn Mint LLC, we can make it a internship on the job. You get certified. Now you can go into a job interview, and when they say, "Well, what have you done?" You can demonstrate. And our people, if we care about supporting you in that effort, because we really want you to stay within the company, we'll probably have protocols for that too. How your referrals and stuff, and your how it set you up with. I guess that's what I'm getting at is, rather than have you spend time setting up your portfolio, that'll be part of the protocol. As being a working programmer, is we'll set you up with portfolio of what you've done, projects you've worked on, and stuff. And that's because, and if they call, yeah, he worked on that and he did a good job. He'll do good work for you, but please don't hire him because we want to keep him. Um, how huge is that? How much do you pay to go to school to get a diploma? So they say, okay, I guess you've done it. And you know how such schools do it is, other than classwork, is and homework, is workshops. Like, I keep thinking of oh shit, it's over 15 again.